Iran has strongly criticized Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu for attempting to interfere in the ongoing nuclear negotiations between Tehran and Washington. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araqchi accused Netanyahu of trying to micromanage U.S. foreign policy by demanding the full dismantling of Iran's nuclear and missile programs. These remarks followed Netanyahu's statement urging the U.S. to reject any deal that doesn't completely neutralize Iran's enrichment capabilities. The third round of indirect Iran-U.S. nuclear talks concluded on April 26th, with another session scheduled for May 3rd. While diplomats acknowledge some progress, they also admit that core disagreements remain. Netanyahu, speaking after the talks, reiterated his uncompromising stance that no agreement would be acceptable without completely eliminating Iran's enrichment capabilities and placing strict controls on its missile development, according to the Times of Israel. Araqchi responded firmly on social media, accusing Netanyahu of malicious interference and asserting that Tehran would not allow its sovereignty to be dictated by foreign powers. He emphasized Iran's confidence in its diplomatic approach and urged U.S. negotiators to resist external pressures. As reported by Middle East Eye, Iranian officials believe Israel's aggressive posturing is part of a broader strategy to sabotage diplomacy and provoke regional instability. Compounding tensions, a deadly explosion at Iran's Shahid Rajai port killed at least 46 and injured over 1,000. Though Tehran claimed it was an industrial accident, Western analysts raised suspicions of connection to Iran's missile program, pointing to possible traces of sodium perchlorate, a missile propellant. Iranian officials denied any military involvement, but the incident intensified scrutiny of Iran's missile activities, which Netanyahu insists must be addressed in any future agreement. Adding to the volatility, Axios reported that past U.S. administrations had discouraged Netanyahu from striking Iranian nuclear facilities to avoid escalating conflict. However, former President Trump has stated he would not hesitate to use military force if diplomacy fails. In this context, Ali Shamkhani, a senior Iranian official, warned that any Israeli attack on Iran's nuclear infrastructure would provoke unimaginable consequences, casting doubt on whether Israel is acting independently or in coordination with Washington. With the next round of talks looming, global attention is focused on whether diplomacy can overcome the rising rhetoric and threats. The path ahead remains uncertain, but the stakes are high. The outcome of the May 3rd negotiations could determine whether peace gains ground or the region descends into another dangerous cycle of conflict.